Hello, this is Kai Phoenix. Welcome to my channel, where I share channeled readings, channeled art, light language, and other channeled information. If you like this video, don't forget to hit the thumbs up. Subscribe if you'd like to see more channeled videos like this, and don't forget to hit that notification bell. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And lastly, share this video for those that may resonate. And links to book quantum readings and guide art with channels are provided in the description below. And without further ado, let's get into the video. So quantum energetic field reading is basically recalibrating the new human for the new earth, and it's a complementary modality, like I guess, which is actually coming from off planet. And so it's a bit of a mouthful, so I just call it QEFR for short, which is its acronym for simplicity. And that's a term I coined to try and adequately describe like what it is that how, like my unique way of working with clients, like I guess, and that is actually channeling a council of 12, like a galactic team, a council of 12 from the Galactic Federation of Light, who come in like through me, channel it verbally and physically, like through me, to scan the client's aura and biofields. And by doing that, they pick up on any anomalies that are in the system that might need recalibrating, recoding, like adjusting, things like that. And then they work on reharmonizing like the client and bringing things back into balance. And so they're upgrading the system, and they're fine-tuning the system, and they're bringing things back into harmony and balance, so that that client can then like walk forward into their best possible future, like going forward. And so they'll do that through things like clearing. One of the first things that they will do is clear you, or clear the client. And so that could be like clearing built up blockages, negative emotions that might be standing in the way. They could be clearing past life issues, ancestral type things. There's just like so many things that they will clear, and it's an individual, you know, like they will assess you individually to see what things need clearing. They'll even assess your life path going forwards, and they'll clear things out of your pathway as well. And so they'll activate, they'll do some activations possibly. And some of the things they might activate is, you know, they could do higher heart activations, chakra activations. They'll activate your meridians, flow of chi throughout your body. They might activate neuronal pathways, activate latent memories and skills. So you can just remember like who you are, where you come from, and the skills that you possess. So other things that they might do is recalibrating and recoding. So they'll do some, they might do like a bit of they might do some recoding in different parts of your system. And so this is where the recalibration comes in. And umbutu usta aranatiki selo usta arana inkite umbutu waiki isela antakata usta arana indututu undakata. I'm just trying to remember some of the other things that they do. Oh yeah, upgrades. Where's that all? Oh yeah, so like they will balance and harmonize like as well. So they'll work on balancing. Once they've done all of the major work, like, and that's like very individual because it's all based on your individual makeup. And where you are at this space and time in reality. And they will then once all the major work like is finished, like they will come in then and just fine tune and just balance and harmonize like you out. So one of the ways they explain it to me is like, you know, like there's a guitar string, and when you strike the guitar string and it's just going, you know, the vibration, and it's just in a bit of chaotic mode, and so they just come in and harmonize that out. And another thing that they do is they expand you. So they work on, you know, they don't just work like in the fields here, like we're very constricted sometimes, and we're very much like, you know, in this small, we work in this small like field, when really like we're expansive, right? You know, like we're dimensionally and, you know, outwardly, even like in this earth plane and stuff. And so they work like in they work in the larger fields, like not just in the close proximity, like too. And so they will work on opening you up like more and expanding you out. So expand you out this way, and they'll expand you up into the higher realms like as well. And they'll expand you like in all directions. And this opens, this expansiveness opens you up a lot more, opens up you up to receiving, opens you up to new opportunities, and opens you up to new pathways. And so when people come into my clinic who just walked in off the street and have no idea about this type of work, they've never experienced like this before, I just explain it to them in layman's terms as being like upgrading your computer, like you would upgrade your computer software. Sorry, that's them coming through and just putting their 2 cents worth like in. So yeah, they disturb my focus. I'm going, leave me alone, let me get on with the job, what I have to do. So the client comes in off the street and I just say, it's just like upgrading your software, your computer software. If your computer's like a little bit old, lagging like a little bit, it's a bit glitchy like in the system, maybe there's some bugs in the system, it's you know, it's a bit slow, it's not operating like efficiently, and then you just run it through this program, this software program, and it just upgrades everything and you know, scans it for bugs, just clears out like any glitches like in the system, and just upgrades the software. Is like taking your iPhone, like, you know, from one level to the next and stuff. And then afterwards, like it's just a lot more speedier, it's a lot more like efficient. Maybe there's new programs that are added like as well. So it's the same thing, just like on a human level. So we're just up-leveling ourselves, upgrading, up-leveling like ourselves, you know, adding a few new things like into the system to make it run like more efficiently, but just balancing, doing some fine balancing like work like as well. And then so moving forward, like we're able to, because we've gone into that upgrade and that up level, so too does our life. Like as we move forward, like we start to live a more efficient life. We start to operate at a higher frequency. Things come to us like easier. Problems and issues start to resolve away. Occasionally, sometimes I will be confronted like with things that have come up to be cleared as well. So, you know, we don't need want to forget about that, because it's, you know, similar to homeopathics, you might have a bit of a healing crisis. So you might be confronted with something, but, you know, like you have it in your capabilities, like now, to be able to recognize that and then to be able to clear and to deal with that situation, so it can be resolved once and for all. At least 50% of the session is conducted in light language, and that's because I'm channeling the team from the Galactic Federation of Light, and they call themselves the Decisive Council of 12, and the reason they tell me they call themselves the Decisive Council of 12 is because they said they're the ones up there making all the decisions. And so up there in their realm, they're known as the Great Attuners, because that's what they do, that's what they're good at, that's their job speciality. Just like we down here on Earth have our job specifications and our job specialties, so do they in the higher realms as well. And they work across all dimensions, time, space and reality, so they're working cross-dimensionally. They're not just working here on the Earth realm with us. That's a little bit of them filtering through, as I'm speaking light language, as well. You know, they you know, as I'm putting their own take on things, as well. There's information being supplied, extra information being supplied as I'm speaking in English. And this is how they work, in the sessions, as well. So we communicate telepathically and through visual imagery. They give me visual images, and through light language. And so some of the light language that you hear in the videos is me talking to the Federation, asking them questions, asking them for guidance, asking them for translations, asking them for instructions. And some of the light language that you hear in the videos is the Federation speaking to me. And so they're giving me answers, giving me guidance, giving me instruction, and giving me in translations. And some of the light language is the Federation also speaking to the client's higher self. And so the client's higher self will pick up on some of that light language, filter out the information like it needs, and cascade it down through the client's biofields and aura, through the chakras and into the physical body, where they'll make their own activations and recalibrations and adjustments and alignments on behalf of the client. So it's very much a team effort. Here it's not just me and the Federation, but the client is very much involved in this as well. And so Then as much of that light language as I can, I translate into English. And this is so the human has can garnish its own information like as well, and also have an understanding of the process and what's going on and why. So I will translate it into English in summary form. Explaining to them what the Federation are doing and like why they're doing certain like things, you know, and sometimes I'll be passing on instruction that the Federation has asked them to do, and giving them exercises and things like that. So as well as the verbal channeling, there's a lot of physical channeling that goes on like as well. And when I say physical channeling, like when I'm working with DC12 and the client, like I allow DC12 to come in and use my body to do the work. So they, like, my body is their body, my arms are their hands. Any work that you see going like on in the video is actually DC12 like doing the work. It's not me doing like the work. And when I say I allow them to come in and use my body, they don't take over my body because I'm a conscious channel, but I kind of just step aside a little bit, enough to surrender and allow for them to come in and use my body to do the work that they need to do. And so some of that could be in the form of another form of light language, which is signing. So that is a form of, they're normally recalibrating and recoding like the fields, which are in turn linked to the client's physical like body. And then there's other types of physical channeling, and that there's a lot of clapping that goes on. Okay, and the clapping can be doing different things. The clapping can either be clearing, working on clearing things, or it can be activating and waking things up like as well. And so this is why I'm constantly asking them, what are you doing, why are you doing, because I can't always safely assume that I know like what they're doing. Often the clapping, with clapping there's finger clicking, and finger clicking can be another form like of clearing. And they said to me that often they will clear in different ways and using different methods, because things, they said, have different layers to them and different dimensions to them, and each one needs to be approached in a different way and a different method. Another one that they use is tapping, like a lot of tapping, and the tapping could be just one finger tapping and two finger tapping, alternate tapping. Sometimes they'll tap on the bodies. Sometimes they'll get the client to do the tapping like themselves. Sometimes it'll be like really more like firm, like really like it can get quite really firm actually, and going for a long time. And I just, whatever they're doing, I allow them to work in their own timeline and till things come to a natural resolve. Because if I interrupt the process in any way, then the clearing or whatever they're doing, the work that they're doing, hasn't actually finished. Sometimes some of the things can be quite strange that they get me to do or get me to do on my body. And when they're working on my body, they're actually working on the client through me, because we're quantumly connected in the field. So instead of working on the client directly, they work on the client through me. And they said this is a much gentler way for them to do it, because some of the actions can be quite forceful, and it's necessary for us to be able to clear whatever needs clearing, especially if it's highly embedded. And so one of the weird things they got me to do once was like really fast talking on the spot, like fast. I didn't think I could humanly go that fast, right? And I was like, what are you doing? Like, that's like really weird, you know, that's really weird. And they said, I was trying to speed things up. Whatever they were doing, they were trying to speed up the whole thing because they knew that we were limited for time. And I thought, oh, like, it's quite funny, but it's quite cool at the same time. And another weird thing that they did with me once was there was a client that came in, and it was absolutely necessary to do like in this reading because of what was going on, but they needed to feel her breast tissue. Okay, so they had my hands doing all of this, you know, like circling and feeling and everything, and it went on for quite a while. And I was like, I was explaining to her what they were doing and why they were doing it, and she totally understood because of the situation and everything like that. But you know, they got really into it, and I thought, oh my god, like this you know, this person had just walked in off the street. It could just seem like really wrong, right? Really wrong. And so this is why it's necessary for me to translate as well, you know, like what they're doing, and why they don't actually work on the client sometimes directly, because, you know, imagine if I did that on a client, they had just walked in off the street, you know, like that wasn't aware, they'd be totally freaked out and probably run out the door. Oh yeah, another one I'll mention, because this happens quite often, is that they will magnetize me. So they will pull like me back, like there's a big magnet behind me, and they're trying to pull me back, and it's quite forceful. It's almost like I've got this invisible thing dragging me backwards, and that's they're working often on stepping the client back out of a situation or pulling them out of a situation, and often when they drag them back, they expand them like out, like as well, so that they can get a bigger view of a timeline, I guess. They can see, have more expanded awareness and vision of what's really going on in their life. Thank you. In the readings, when DC12 are working on me, they're actually working on the client, like through me, because we're quantumly connected in the fields. And so what happens to one happens to the other. And this is a type of quantum entanglement. And quantum entanglement is how distance healing and readings are possible also. One of the reasons that DC12 choose to work on me and not the client directly is because often for them to be able to unlock and shift things, their physical actions that they need to take can be quite forceful and harsh. And sometimes this force is necessary because often things that need shifting or clearing can be very embedded and locked in. Throughout the readings, we're working in the quantum fields, and we're working in the quantum subatomic level, and we're also working with multidimensional quantum communication. When DC12 are working on myself, often the client who is very sensitive or empathic can often feel physical sensations going on in their own body. So sometimes clients have described to me sensations of heat, sensations of tingling, sensations of pressure, and sometimes sensations of things being released or cleared. So often they will describe feelings of energetic shifts and changes going on in the body. Not all clients will feel these sensations like during the reading, and don't be concerned if you don't, because sometimes these things come in their own divine timing as they're filtered down through your biofields. So the purpose of DC12 is not just to come in and wave a magic wand over everything and everything's going to be okay. But along with the recoding and the recalibration and the clearing and bringing you back into a state of harmony, like in balance and high vibration, the purpose is to provide information and guidance for the client's own self-empowerment. And that guidance could be in the form of exercises. Exercises could be given in the session, or they might give you exercises to do outside of the session. And those exercises could be exercises in self-clearing, self-healing, self-activating, such as neuropathic upgrading, maybe more efficient ways of clearing the chakras, clearing and activating the chakras, and also possibly maybe higher heart activations. You know, that's just to name a few things that have come up in these exercises. And they will also provide information and guidance that is specific to that individual client going forward into their best possible future. Ki paseto shatana arna ingiselai shatuna ornaina ko shata opposite kina. Occasionally orna. Oh my god. Okay, I'm nearly finished. Just keep going, Kai. Just keep going, just keep going. I'm nearly finished, right? Iseto shatana arna ingiseto shatana mbushto orna. Occasionally in some of the readings, clients will be given blueprints for what I term quantum tools of light. And these quantum tools of light could be something like a time travel amulet. It could be something like a quantum energetic field activator. So just something, a tool that activates the fields around us. It could be a projection pod, which is another time travel implement. Sometimes we'll receive something like a galactic light chamber blueprint for something like that. Or they could give us the blueprints to healing tools. For example, a client was given the blueprint to a healing tool, a chakra healing tool, which when placed on the higher heart would instantly, in a millisecond, clear, activate, align all of the chakras just like that, which is designed to save us humans a lot of work, because we laboriously go through like each chakra one at a time, and that takes quite a bit of time. So this was provided to us so that we could like instantly do the work. And we're getting codes coming through as well that are doing the same type of thing. But here's the thing, okay, because some of these blueprints that are given to us, they provide the information for the materials and the measurements like for these tools. But some of the metals and crystals that are meant to be used to make these quantum tools of light haven't even been discovered on planet Earth yet. And some of them are made up of man-made materials, and some of these man-made materials haven't even been invented yet. So even though the Federation through DC12 has given us these blueprints for these quantum tools of light, we're not always able to go ahead and create these tools. We're not quite at that juncture yet, like in our ascension, where we can go ahead and create these tools. Some of these tools have been created, but a large amount of them haven't been created, even though we're in possession of these blueprints. So these are quite advanced quantum tools of light, and this is just to prepare us and to show us what's coming in our future. Thank you. Okay. In one of the video sessions, like you'll see, I ask the Federation or DC12, like, why do you work with me this way? Like, why don't you do this work up in your realm, like where you are? Like, wouldn't that be like a lot easier? And they said no, because they work with me this way because like I'm down here in the 3D earth realm, and in real time, I'm in real time, and I have direct access to the fields. And so that makes it like a lot easier, like for them. Also, like I have a physical body. They don't have the physical arms and hands that I do, that is required to do the necessary work, like in the actual fields. And also they said to me, secondary is that I have direct access to the person themselves or the recipient to request their permission to do this type of work with them. And so they said, as part of the team, you know, like I'm the boots on the ground, like type person. I'm the person down here doing all the physical, like work, which they can't do from where they are. And so even though the work might change in the future, like at the moment, like we are working together to recalibrate the new human for and in preparation for the new earth. But please note that this is a team effort. Okay, this is a team effort between myself and the Federation, or DC12 from the Federation, and the client themselves, because the client themselves also contributes their part to, in the process of all of this. So if you generally found the information like in this video valuable, don't forget to hit that thumbs up, right? And if you'd like to see more channeling or any of my videos, please subscribe and don't forget to hit that notification bell. Check out some of my QEFR sessions like in the playlists, and some of my guide art channelings as well. And please share this video if you generally think that somebody might be interested, resonate or benefit from the information contained therein. If you'd like to book a session, either a QEFR session with me, or if you'd like to commission a guide art drawing with channeling, I'm going to put some links in the description below. In the meantime, happy and safe journeys. I thank you for your time. Mahate, mahate, mahate. My heart, your heart, one heart.